Hey everybody, this is the Amerime Junkies podcast. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we had an idea for a franchise that could bring along many different ideas and cultures and races all together to celebrate a great story. But that shit never happened. But eventually in 2021, we got Star Wars Visions. He got upset, so he had to dip out in the intro.
That
But
was
anyway,
fucking, that was fucking Riverside. Kick me out, man.
but anyway, we're here to talk about season 2 of Star Wars Visions. That plus more in the Amerime Junkies podcast. And we're back, guys. This is the Amerime Junkies podcast. Of course, this is the trio of trolls. We're gonna start off all the way on the far right with the boss.
Hey guys, it's your boy Comic Boss, aka Laura Otaku, aka your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster.
Huh?
Huh.
And finally, embrace it. And then, of course, we have over here Demon Engine.
But that ass question though, do you think Biggie would be a Sith or a Grey Jedi?
Nah, he would be a rogue. He would just be out a scoundrel. He would just be out there getting money. Fuck around and be
Yeah,
a hut.
he'd be selling those fucking kyber crystals for the low. I can say he'd be a hut, yep.
Huh?
Yeah, he can't fuck with that Jedi stuff. Biggie has
Oh
force
no.
powers, but they
Oh
don't
no.
strictly use for
That
the
wrong.
bread.
That wrong is him on some shit.
But today,
I think Tupac would be a Jedi.
Tupac will be a Jedi that would eventually leave the temple, just like Ahsoka Tano.
Right.
But he would definitely have went over to the dark side for a little bit and then realized that wasn't the way either.
Right.
Like that would have been like Thug Life Tupac. Guess it was just said Sith side.
My fofo, my lesson make sure all you kids don't grow. Can't see us or be us.
Come quick see, hey Yoda. Come quick see. Oh, we have here now. La, da,
Now I need some rap music spliced
See,
with that music they be having on Tatooine.
all I hear now is Uncle Ruckus saying, "This is why niggas don't belong in a galaxy far, far away."
Now I'm getting ideas of a Tatooine trap mix just playing in my head right now.
But meanwhile, while we're thinking on that, let's start talking about these first few episodes in season 2 of Star Wars Visions. I think. Well, where do you want to start?
Start with episode 1.
Oh, hey, listen, I wasn't sure if you wanted to go in order or not.
Yeah, let's go in order.
All right, not a problem. The first one is it's called, I believe it's called Sith.
Yeah, just called Sith.
I like how the animation almost starts like a blank surface, but as the plot develops, more color is brought in. Almost like it was literally being painted as it went along. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the vibe I definitely got for it. But it was just one long continuous painting throughout the entire episode, which was good. I like that art style. Do we know which studio made it?
If you can give me a moment, because that was actually the one thing I didn't properly write down.
Yeah, but I love the art style. It didn't have a lot of dialogue, but the story, but the way they told the story was dope. Like I said, I love that. Like there was no Skywalkers. Last podcast we had talked about how Disney and Star Wars moved from the Skywalker saga, and Visions is probably the perfect way that they're doing it. Most of them are Japanese studios. I think actually all of them are by Japanese studios.
Well, actually, this season there's a lot more diversity in this in the studio houses. Like this one is actually done by written and directed by Rodrigo Base. He's actually behind the animated series Troll Hunters,
Okay,
and
which is one of me and my favorite series.
Yeah.
uh he also
One.
worked Troll Hunters, and he worked on The Incredibles. He also worked on The Incredibles.
All right.
Dope.
All right.
Two amazing series, and he did a good job with this one.
Yes, he did.
Let's just say spoiler alert, still said at the beginning, but we'll talk about Star Wars Vision. So
Well,
if you watching it, then
I think Sith is a pretty interesting story because it's definitely something we haven't seen. It's someone who was Sith, and they've decided to walk away and live their life, pretty much live their life in isolation, kind of like Yoda did for in the Dagobah system.
right, right, and she living her life, and her master, her Sith master, king looking for her.
Okay, I pull up. How about an afterthought?
It was good, and I like the splash of color throughout the fight scene that it had between her and him.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, I'm having a hard time remembering a lot of it, mostly because I was stuck watching the entire thing in Japanese.
You were
So you
stuck
weren't
watching
even.
what?
The entire season in Japanese. Snore. For some odd reason, it wouldn't switch it to English at all.
I mean, you watch anime though, so
I watch
used
a,
to
I watch a lot of shit in dub.
you
I don't
should be
care what
used to
nobody
opening
say about it.
There's
your
nothing
black.
wrong with watching it in dubbed. I'm sick of people.
You don't
I'm s-
understand how much anime. Like, I watch a lot. I watch a lot of it in dub. The only time I'm not watching it in dub is fucking when I'm with my friends, and even then, I convince them to watch it in dub. Why? Because I was elected to lead, not to read. Shit.
so I was elected to lead, not to read.
All right,
Horrible.
so yeah, let's move on to episode 2.
Episode 2. That was Screecher's Reach. Is about to
Oh,
say,
with the little girl and the fucking her friends in the fucking cave and the
Yeah,
little Sith
and
hag.
Oh, when she fought that Sith in the cave, that Sith witch in the cave,
Yeah.
that show was fire.
It was fire, and then like you get a glimpse of her. It's like, oh god, I don't know which version of you is more terrifying. The shadowy, the shadowy dark cloaked in red Sith imagery, or some old Sith
that
hag banshee.
And that's the crazy part, right? Like most of the times where they like, hey, it's a witch living there. Come to find out, it's just like their imagination of some old lady doing some weird stuff to survive or eat and stuff like that. But she's super nice, right? So that was the vibes I was getting. I like, all right, they gonna come in this cave and it's gonna be like somebody like Yoda, like some
for
old
some
Jedi living in the cave, and she gonna take the kids on to become her new students. It was not. It was not that at all.
This one was done by Cartoon Saloon, and one of the one of the big voices in this, which is identified as the Sith Mother, was Angelica Houston, 90s Morticia Adams.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Hold on. So was she the crazy witch
The
lady in the
scream.
cave?
Yes, yes,
The screaming lady who didn't say no words.
yep.
She just screamed and tried to kill the children.
Hey,
Hey, I
listen,
mean,
listen. We've seen our fair share of media that says "fuck them kids," even in a
I mean,
galaxy far, far away.
a job is a job. Go ahead
I
and get
want
that money.
I want to say something about.
You about to say some bullshit? Alright, I could already see it now. He's about to say some bullshit.
I want to say something about some crazy Sith witch, and now you tell me it's between. I want to say something about some crazy white witch, but I feel like I'm gonna get fucked up if I say it. So no.
Then don't say it.
And don't say it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The Sith Mother, it made me think about that final boss battle from Knights of the Old Republic, and be like, whatever happened to that bitch?
Yo, that's the game that I want to play. Thanks to the Old
You've never
Republic.
played. You never played it?
I played it. I
Oh, I'm
want to
about to
remake
say.
it. I want
I
to
was about to
remake of
say,
it.
good lord. There you. Yeah, I can't argue that. That would be great.
I mean, that was an amazing storyline. BioWare made that, right? I believe BioWare made that.
Yes, yes, they did.
You could play a Jedi or a Sith or a smuggler. That was some
Hmm.
superb storyline and gameplay right there. That's what I need. I mean, after this game dies down and and EA get their money out of it, I
Weren't we
need
supposed to get
BioWare
another?
to bring back.
Weren't we supposed to get Eclipse? That's another Old Republic game that's supposed to be coming out.
I need
But
some RPG Star Wars, man.
mm, but let's move on to the next
Never.
one. The next one, which was done by Gabriel Gabriel Asaro Vargas and the production company Punk Robot. It's called In the Stars. It it took place. It takes place somewhere during the Empire's reign. Two alien sisters, Khotan, and they're pretty much is on a planet that the Empire did like a small genocide on to most of their species.
Capitalism.
A small genocide.
Yeah.
They
Capitalism. The empire saw. They're like, "Ooh, you got natural resources. Sounds like you in need of some freedom."
they
Mm-mm-mm.
wiped out the planet. I believe like they only showed these two sisters. So going off of that, it's only these two sisters left of the indigenous people that the Sith wiped out. Like when they get inside the factory, even the lady running the joint like, damn, there's still some people left. I
Yo,
thought we killed them all.
right?
She was shocked. She's like, well, I'm gonna fix this shit.
It's like, didn't know there were survivors. A little more resilient than I thought you were. I'm gonna fix that.
She's trying to rate them
I
out.
will say that I really do appreciate the art style. The whole stop motion of it
Yeah,
was really nice. I'm glad they did multiple episodes like that to
yeah. I
for it to
didn't think
tease
I
you.
was gonna like it because of the stop motion art style. Not that I don't like stop motion, but
But it's a pattern It worked out in the end. I've noticed there's a pattern with the ones with the children that it worked out in the end. But at the same time, like this could have been a normal day if you just sat your little ass down.
Yep.
Right, right, right. If she was to stay home, like her sister told her to.
Yo, and you know what it kind of, you know what that always makes me think about that
What?
episode with the snakes on Rick and Morty, where at the end of it, Rick punches Morty dead in the eye for not staying in the car.
Sometimes just stay your little ass where I tell you to. He would have got
God
in,
damn it!
got the water, got out, came back home, and it would have been an issue.
uh,
No, no, no,
do you
no,
want?
I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. The repercussions of that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing I was thinking about as I watched the ending of them like drifting back home. I like the Empire going to come and wipe this planet clean. Unless they got somewhere to hide again, we ain't gonna see those two little girls no more.
But you gotta think, it's gonna take a while for the Empire to come back.
It's gonna take a while for them to come there,
Yeah.
but once they
Chain of
realize
command
why,
Chain of command in the Empire is shoddy like those motherfuckers aims.
true, true.
Cause me and the other was just like, hey yo, fucking just all I was like it will never not be a joke. Just all the stormtrooper aim. Were y'all even stormtroopers? Cause it didn't look like it. How are you missing with some shit that doesn't have fucking recoil? I don't understand it. Like you saw in this fucking shot, no recoil, just shot. How the
My thing is, my thing is this, right? Well, all throughout Star Wars, we get on the stormtroopers for having horrible aim, right? Yet and still, they wipe out the Jedi.
Whoa, whoa,
People
whoa, 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 whoa,
who
whoa,
can
whoa, 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 whoa,
deflect
whoa, 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 whoa.
laser shots.
Let's wait. You've got it all. You've got it mixed the fuck up, sir. Time out. Time out. You've got it
So,
mixed up. The
so the
clone,
stormtroopers.
the clone soldiers, the clone troopers took out the Jedi. Stormtroopers are regular, everyday people.
Some of them,
No,
but
all of
but
them.
those same stormtroopers who killed the Jedi didn't go away.
Actually, bro, they have written this shit down. A lot of those clones ended up being eliminated by the Empire themselves.
Mm.
Yeah,
So they
because
so
ironically in the last season of the Bad Batch, they're starting to come to a head because it's like, yeah, since the Empire now has hired people to be soldiers, now there's just thousands of clones with no job, and now the and now the Senate is like, so we need to like pay for these guys to have a place to live and eat and all that, and everyone's like, what that?
hit that kill switch.
But yeah, the clone troopers who executed Order 66, they're the ones who took out the Jedi.
So the Empire
Stormtroopers
kill
came after
kill
clone
or
troopers.
fire kill or fire the motherfuckers that could shoot just to hire people who did not.
But do you know why? Because the Empire realized that the Kaminoans were making more soldiers on the side for themselves.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a lot of shady shit. But let's move ahead. We should move on.
I mean, you dealing with people who are selling you clones so you could be space Nazis, and you think they didn't have a contingency for the space Nazis?
That was the thing. Initially, they didn't because Konomans are just business people and scientists. They never really they never they're they're naive. They never as the war was like halfway through. That's when they started. That's when the gears in their head started moving. Like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
All
So
right, we're gonna continue this talk after these commercial breaks.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, let's come
and
back.
we are back.
So
So what is
they cloned the Fett, Boba, or his pop.
Django? It's
They
Django
think,
Fett.
and that's what they made the clones out of. If
Right.
you don't know this, that's what they made the clones out of. The initial clones who follow Yoda and them. If you've seen the
Hmm.
cartoon, those stormtroopers are clones from Jango Fett. That's why
Right.
they're so good. My thing
That
is,
plus that plus hundreds of hours of training and programming.
my thing is, if you got like something in their head, like you hit the button and Order 66 commence, and they are then strong enough to take out the world's police force,
Well, you got
then
to
the
remember the
Empire.
Jedi weren't even police.
And you could say that, but there's motherfucking police. Every time we see them, it wasn't like they was always fighting some world-ending shit. There's also fighting smugglers. You know what I mean? Like they also fighting the Huts.
They
And
were doing a lot of. That was the thing. When we see them, they're doing a lot of shit that they normally don't handle.
well, that's what we meet them at.
Yeah.
That's what we meet them at. Them being fucking lanterns, the Green Lanterns.
That's why. That's why. That's why the universe had to overcorrect itself and eliminate the Jedi.
Over overcorrect was a good statement. Overcorrect.
The only good Jedi is one that's 6 feet deep. Goddamn.
Anyway, well, let's get to the next episode in the lineup.
Episode 4.
Which, yep, I am your mother. Extremely wholesome.
That was definitely a very family oriented episode.
Very
That was the
wholesome.
race. That was the race, right?
Yes, it was done by Ardman Animations Limited. Now, this is a very famous studio. Wallace and Gromit, Flushed
I
Away,
definitely got Wallace
Shaun the
and
that
Sheep.
Gromit vibes.
that explains a lot.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
Shaun the Sheep. Yeah, so
I was watching this. I'm like, yo, I'm definitely getting Wallace and Gromit vibes.
I'm glad you picked up on it.
Yeah, so this is like a real like coming to age tale of a little girl becoming a pilot for the rebellion.
Hmm. Well, no, she just Wedge Antilles. There's a
Hey,
name a
shout out to
lot.
Wes.
He actually formed a flight academy for new pilots, and the young lady, she's inspired. She wants to become a pilot, but of course her mom's very coddling and embarrassing. But you know what?
As
There's a
moms
lot of
are
heart there.
when you're that age.
Hmm.
Everything our parents do at that age is embarrassing.
I think it's a very sweet, wholesome story,
So
and
it is graduation day, and they have a race, but you have to bring
hmm
like your own ship, and
yeah,
your parents have to come with you.
and this
And
was
she was,
and their ship was more of a Winnebago
yeah,
RV type.
yeah, a old clunker, dog. Like she just knew that this thing ain't going nowhere, and this wacky racist style Star Race.
But hey, man, they ended up making mom showed a few moves and made it work.
And she
It
was like,
just
you knew when she showed up, like mom had some skills. Like I wasn't always a mom. Like I got busy before you came along.
I think it was an excellent piece. Um, I mean, everything doesn't always have to be dire. There could be fun stories.
Right, right.
Which I do enjoy the fun stories. I really do. But I just had a thought between like the kids in these stories, the new like Star Wars Padawan show. I'm
Oh
assuming
God,
that's what it
oh
is.
God.
Fucking, there's a lot more kids coming into play in Star Wars. Like this franchise didn't start with a serial daycare slaughterer, so it's so
What is wrong with him? I mean, he ain't wrong, but
it's.
something's still wrong with him.
I, it's just a thought that popped into my head. Cause it's like all cute. Cause I really enjoyed the episode. It's like the art style is cute. It's nice and wholesome. It's a nice wholesome story. It's not tragedy stricken. You root for the little girl to win and whatnot. And yeah, it's just something that popped into my head. I don't know why I'm like this. But we're not going to exactly like this
That
franchise
is
didn't start
one of the
off.
definitely episodes that you could watch with your
It's
kids.
it's a delightful palate cleanser, especially because the very next episode, Journey to the Darkhead. Whoo!
Yeah, that
Journey.
episode 4 is definitely a palate cleanser. 1 through 3 could get it. 1 through 3 could get a little heavy. They got the happy moments. Episode 4 is a nice, smooth, and relaxing wave until you get to episode 5.
Mm. Yeah, episode 5, Journey to the Darkhead. Uh, a young Jedi and a mechanic. They team. They team up for a crazy quest uh, to try and take out. They try to take out the pillar that represents the Sith, pretty
Right.
much. Now, this was done by Studio Mir. Studio Mir is behind Legend of Korra. They did a season of the Boondocks, Kipo in the Age of the Wonder Beasts, Mortal Kombat Legends, and Netflix's Voltron.
All amazing series, and it showed.
And Dota Dragon Blood.
I fucking love Dota.
Right?
I fucking love Dota. That's one of my favorite animes right now. But Studio Mir, right? MIR, right?
MIR, you are
Yeah.
correct, sir.
Yeah. And this like they come out swinging with all these series. Kipo is one of the team's
Yo,
favorite series.
Kipo was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah, shout out
I
to
didn't think I would
Kipo.
like it that much, but when I watched that, yo,
Like
I
I
actually
said,
fucking liked it.
it is
It was really good.
definitely one of the team's personal favorites. That's one of the series that we all agreed that was amazing. In this
Got me
episode,
through the pandemic.
yeah, in this episode, episode 5 was it didn't miss. It didn't miss.
Hmm?
The the young engineer realized to her that if we can destroy the Sith pillar, then it would have hurt the Sith's overall morale and possibly turn the tide in the Jedi's favor.
Yeah, but spoiler alert: you can't destroy one without the other destroying the other, and
So the
that was just
so
facts.
yeah, the council said, yeah, go ahead, destroy the pillar. If it'll help us take this young Jedi, he needs to go there too. And he met.
Like
Go
the
ahead.
council already knew what it was.
You think so?
Yeah, they are like the council already knew. They were just like, you know what? Very headstrong. Yeah, just we'll send them out there. We'll figure it out.
Or or die
Hey,
Or
listen.
die. Hey, look,
or die.
Spartans. only became Spartans because they got rid of the weak ones.
What is your occupation?
It all depends. It could be cannon fodder.
Hey,
So
hey.
the Jedi the Jedi she teams up with has a history on that same rock, that same planet.
Mm-hmm.
His
Well,
his master was killed by a former Jedi turned Sith, and that Sith beat that young Jedi ass and said, "Come back when you get stronger." So both of them like futures was intertwined in that moment.
Yeah.
All three of them, the engineer, the Jedi, and the Sith.
him cutting, I don't know why, but him cutting off the Sith's head gave me the same vibes from Demon Slayer when he broke the doll's head.
Oh, okay. I know. All right.
It gave me that same vibe for some odd reason.
Okay.
Which one is that?
Hmm?
Which one is that?
I forget what episode it is, but
We're
what's
talking
his
about
name?
second. It was second season, right?
What?
The doll's head
Yeah, this is this season.
It was this season?
on
Yeah.
Demon Slayer. Okay. Okay.
Remember, he broke the doll's head. The one that the Miss Bull was training with?
Yeah, okay. Oh
Ah.
yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
was training
Yeah.
with the dummy. He ended up taking his head off. Right.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it gave me the same vibes as that.
Mm.
Right. That Sith, he was a problem. He was gonna kill young boy.
Oh yeah. Like there. My man definitely was about all of it.
Yeah, yeah. He was. That Sith was definitely a problem, man. I would like to see him come back. Unfortunately, he not.
No part two for you, motherfucker. That's how you make sure you don't get put in part two. You get split in two. That's the best we can do for you.
and
And,
on
and
that one we should.
and the engineer finds out that she wants to go destroy the Sith statue, but the energy between the Sith statue and the Jedi statue changes.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no destroying one without the other, like Salty said, because you need balance. And that was the whole
Yep.
thing behind
Mm. But well, let's move to the next one. The bandits of Golak, which was definitely I definitely I look at that as a very beautiful visuals. It's done by 88 Pictures. It's actually a studio from India.
it. Oh yes,
Mm.
I love that episode.
Big shout out to the director Ishan Shakula.
Don't do that.
No, I was just trying to read the name.
I say,
Yeah, about that.
on behalf of a person who has a hard to pronounce name, do not mess that person name.
No, I. That's why I. That's why I kind of looked at it in a phonetic sense. Like,
We
but
are
no,
sorry to the director if we messed the name up. It's not intentional, of course. But
Ishan
Coming off
Shakula.
for it.
coming from a person who would never find a coke can with my name on it, I apologize.
I say it's very true. But it. But you know what the interesting thing is? 88 Pictures. I mean, it's a Indian animation company, and the entire story feels very much of their culture.
Yes, it does. That's why I love it. I like, hey, brown people also was in this universe. Like I said last
especially the
episode.
especially the train.
Yes,
Yeah, I was just like, yo, this is definitely a Indian situation.
that whole episode made me happy. Even the
But
villain was of Indian culture, and he was a badass too. His
I just know that these
footsteps out the
goddamn
ground.
kids These goddamn kids don't fucking listen.
Don't fucking listen.
Don't fucking listen. How many times do I have to tell you don't do the thing? And in this episode, same as the episode with the Porter, our lives are in danger. Don't do the thing.
Meanwhile, what do they do? The thing.
The thing. Stay your little ass here. Do not use your force powers. Just chill. I'm gonna go get this taffy for us. I'll be back.
Meanwhile, does the thing. God damn it.
God, fucking damn it. I couldn't be one of the ones trying to transport the kid. I couldn't, because the moment I get shot up over their stupidity, I'm facing them with every bit of my fight for
I could
my
just,
being.
I could just see you yeeting the kid out the window.
Not eating it out,
Like,
the window. But if I get shot and killed over this, I'm cursing you with every fiber of my being. You better hope a Sith doesn't come across my still barely breathing body, because I'm coming back to fuck you up. Fight. We gonna meet years later on the battlefield, and I'm like, all you had to do was just fucking listen as the fucking red lightsaber.
I just imagine how you being so upset.
And again, when they reach their destination, do not use your powers. We do not know these people. And again, she uses her powers. Damn
Look,
kid.
look, and that's when I'd have been like, team fucking kids.
You just said fuck your sister?
Oh yeah, that's right. We're related. Damn.
I'm going on to a bar.
So if you don't know, we be going on about the story. This brother and sister are trying to get to this destination that their father told them to get to in order to keep her safe. He does not have force powers, but she does. So he got to get his little sister to the destination, but along the route, she keeps using her force powers, getting them into more trouble.
Keep bringing attention to us.
When they get to the destination, she then again uses her force powers, bring the attention of the Sith. They get rescued, and she has to go away to a Jedi training ground. It's a dope story. Can't really complain about it.
Fucking Jedi's. Jedi was like, see, this that bullshit. This is why it's only like 5 of us left.
Right.
These goddamn kids.
Right. I mean, that's not why.
We would have got. We could. Serial daycare slaughter.
Hey, yo, like, I kind of want to see that on a shirt now.
Oh, God.
I'm not even going to.
Just in between 2 red lightsabers.
Yeah, just a bunch of kids. Outline of Anakin's back. You know, he's facing the kids, and just that one little streak of red going down with his lightsaber. Connie Davis shirt now. Not a girlfriend. Make that happen, Demon Ninja. I want that shit.
I got you. I got you.
That's gonna be up on the website soon.
It's gonna have the Sith logo on the back of this shirt.
All right, we're gonna be back. Take these beautiful commercials, and we'll see in a little bit. The Amerime Junkies.
Y'all are horrible.
What are we going to do?
All right, we are back. Can what Darth Vader have done throughout his career? Can he have a redemption arc?
No, I don't think so.
Right, because I mean, we meet him as Darth Vader in the first 2 movies, and then he sacrificed himself for his son. Right, but then
after he whoops his son's ass, let's
takes his hand. And takes his hand. Then we go back in time to meet him as a young buck and watch his growth to become Darth Vader. And what you call it, Lamont? The daycare slaughter?
Serial daycare slaughter.
And after we watch that scene, we know which they don't show because they can't. And then you fast forward to where he at now, where he just sacrificed himself for the son who he knew was his son before he took that little nigga hand. Right? Right?
Oh
When they
shit!
was when they was
Oh shit!
fighting,
Wait.
when they was fighting, he knew the whole time that Luke was his son.
I just realized it's part of fucking Fazbear's fucking storyline is Anakin. William Afton killed some kids, paid for his sins, now trapped in a suit.
Yeah! Oh my god, no! And then the kids become Force ghosts. Oh no!
But after all that, and this not a question for y'all, this is a question for the fans. And
Oh
now
my
you see
god!
him in the Obi-Wan series. You see how ruthless he could have been, but they never showed unless you read the comics. Can he have a redemption? Can you forgive Darth Vader for the things that he's done? Or
He
is
did
he
a
a
lot of
villain?
shit. Yeah.
Or is he just a true villain through and through?
I mean, he snapped that one dude's neck just cuz.
Though we see him force choke people just cuz. He almost killed the third sister just cuz.
I, I, I fucking
You
can't right
guess
now.
who it was till I put on the black suit?
So
No one cared
I'm
about little Annie's feelings until he put on the black suit and couldn't feel no more.
oh my god.
alright, that's our time, ladies and gentlemen.
This
Sorry.
section of the
We
podcast brought to you and sponsored by Men's Mental Health.
no, special shout out to the Art Studio and Lucasfilm and LaAndre Thomas, the Black Anime Studio. They did the episode The Pit.
Wait,
When
hold on. I
got
don't remember if that was one that I got to watch.
it's the one with a lot of black people.
Oh, the one I just is the one I just
That's the one
got
by
done watching.
the Studio, right?
Yes,
That one I really liked.
yes.
That
Even
one
though
scene that one scene was hard to watch.
when they yeeted him back into the pit.
Yeeted this little man right back into that pit, and like it had to be like hundreds of stories up. I can say hundreds. It had to be like 20, 25 stories up.
My man, yo,
The mom
the
could have
fact
got
that
it.
nature was helping that man climb up in the first place.
Right, just to yeet him right back.
I can help you out. That's about it.
Like I kind of thought like, all right, they gonna do something, and then like nature gonna grab you. I got you, my J. Bring you back into
I
your
was
family.
hoping the little black girl was force sensitive and softened his fall, but no,
And she was force sensitive.
but not that, but
It's
not
not
that
that
force
sensitive.
sensitive.
At least we know. At least at the end of it, we know what on the path that she is going.
Right,
Her little kyber
right,
crystal turned blue and everything.
right.
Mm-mm-mm.
And it also showed a side of humanity that you really don't see that often in Star Wars. It's usually just
But
the two sides fighting.
mm-hmm.
Really don't get to see
But
like the wealthy, like, hey, this is actually wrong. Like, let these people out this pit. And the Sith guards like, alright, come on, fuck it, we out.
because it was just like there's a lot of people here.
You wouldn't
Screw it.
you wouldn't see that See that today, not with that wealthy. It's like, back to the party.
But
Burn
Yeah.
everything in a pit.
but one thing I can say about this season of Star Wars Vision, um, all of them told very solid, contained stories, and I don't have a desire to see them as series. None of them.
No.
Yeah,
No.
like this season is still a great, fantastic season, but that first one, those
Yeah.
were pilots for shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost every single episode could be a pilot leading to its own series.
Yeah,
Like
like
it might have been like 2 or 3 of them not, and that 2 or 3
right.
out of 6 out of 9. So like most of them series for like this one. This one is all like good one-offs.
Yeah, solid, great one-offs. I look forward. I look forward to another season of it. More creativity outside of the studio that paid billions for this IP. Because clearly someone out there has some creative bones they want to flex. Just wish they were under the House of Mouse.
Right, right. Speaking of, everything's at a halt right now for the writer's strike still. So phase 4, phase 5 is at a halt indefinitely until this is being solved.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, we stand with the writers.
Amerime stands with the writers though, because most of us are writers,
Mm-hmm.
and this is not okay. To the fact that I just seen Adam Conover again on his TikTok, and they're standing outside of I believe NBC Studios picketing NBC
Mm-hmm.
Studios, and I don't know, I don't think Adam doesn't need to do this. Like he come from a wealthy family, and he had a bunch of shows on TV, so he's okay. But he himself is still a writer for shows.
Yeah,
If
but
y'all don't know,
even he was slamming his own how much he got paid for his Netflix show. So it's just like yeah, he's like I'm doing okay, but
he
I'm
freeze,
not getting paid my worth.
right?
Oh,
What for the G word?
well, it looks like comms are down for him. But
Yep.
anyway, I think let's wrap it up, Demon. But wanted to thank you guys for checking out the podcast today. We really appreciate it. We cannot make this happen without you guys. So with that being said, please, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe and like button. And if you've downloaded this podcast wherever you're listening to it, be sure to give us a heart, a thumbs up, and let us know what you think. What did you
Please
agree with? What didn't you agree with?
commenting helps us out immensely in our ratings. Like and subscribe, sure. Definitely subscribe, but definitely comment and tell us how great I am.
Also, please be sure to check out amerimewire.com. That's AMERIMEWIRE. Link will be in the description below.
All right, we love you,
First of all, if
motherfuckers.
anyone out here saying the great shit, is the motherfucker out here saying the wild shit with all the comments.
I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. Though.
Please be well. May the force be with you.
Live
And we'll
long
see
and
you next
prosper.
time. This month.
Amerime, Amerime, Amerime.